said, Simon Ekpa, please, your security men are in the southeast. Is there any time the Igbo say, look, oh, these people, they should not do their work, they should not secure the southeast? If there is insecurity in the southeast, then the federal government should be held accountable. Because that was the clamor, Simon Ekpa, and that's why we say, arrest him, detain him, and prosecute him. Let us now see or know those unknown government in the southeast, who are they? The federal government should not answer us. All this propaganda is coming home now. If there is any insecurity in the southeast, the federal government should not tell us who is behind it, because IPOB has made it categorically clear that they don't kill, they can't kill any Igbo man. So let them go and tell us who is that person in the southeast that is causing this problem. How can you call somebody unknown government? Remember, it was the federal government that called them unknown government. Because this propaganda now, we are beginning to unravel it. And let them tell us who is now giving them order. Or is this someone in prison? It cannot be Nnamdi Kanu. You and I know that. So who are they acting on their order?
All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Now, this is a question the Nigerian government needs to answer. Who are the unknown gunmen killing innocent Biafrans in Southeast, in Biafraland? Who are these unknown gunmen? Simon Ekpa has been on detention for close to 2 months now. Mazi Nnamdi have been in DSS custody for close to 4 years now. So who is the person now that is causing this insecurity in Biafraland? The question goes to the Nigerian military and these so-called governors and these so-called Southeast politicians, because they are the one benefiting from the insecurity in Biafraland. They are the one fruiting and destroying everything that we the Biafrans have been fighting for. We the Biafrans have been fighting for our liberation. We never want to be in a conventional war with the Nigerian state. All we are seeking is for the Nigerian government to come on the round table with us and discuss our referendum. Now, straight to the point. There is an emergency court case tomorrow. You know, this zoo country called Nigeria, they can do and undo. They have so many means. They have so many propaganda means of doing things. Now, they have fixed an impromptu court case tomorrow. So, this deputy speaker, the deputy speaker of the Green Chambers yesterday was asked a question. He said he visited Tinubu and he discussed for 3 hours with Tinubu about the release of Mazi Nnamdi. So let's keep hoping that tomorrow will be a great day in Biafraland. Tomorrow we end all this insurgency and all this nyama in Biafraland, because once Mazi Nnamdi is released, believe me, the Biafrans will have no other reason but to rejoice and everything go back to normal, and we'll keep fighting for our referendum, our freedom, our liberation from the zoo. That is what we keep saying, and that is what we keep praying, that tomorrow that the Nigerian government will not come up again with some restrictions or with some conditions, because they have been offering him so many conditions. They have even offered him to settle out of court, that he has to settle with the Nigerian government out of court, which our leader Mazi Nnamdi have rejected. So tomorrow, I pray they don't come up with any other restrictions or any other obligations for his release. So tomorrow will be a great day in Biafraland, because for them to fix this impromptu court, for them to fix this impromptu court sitting, that means it's going to be a good news in Biafraland. But you know the Nigerian government, you can never predict them. They have ways of doing things. These Fulani people, they are very, very deadly. Anything that concerns the joy and celebration of the Biafrans is not what they want. So I know they will come up with some kind games and they will come up with some kind restrictions tomorrow, but they have failed, because we the Biafrans will continue to spread this information to the whole world, so that the whole world will realize what is actually happening between the Nigerian government and the Biafra United States of Biafra. That Mazi Nnamdi has been in DSS custody without trial for complete 4 years. He's not in prison. He's not in Kirikiri. He has not been jailed. He has not been tried in any court in Nigeria. So he was just kept in DSS custody for complete 4 years now without trial. So we hope tomorrow will be a great news and good news for our people, the Biafrans, as we keep fighting for our liberation. Because as it stands now, this particular government and this particular Fulani, Musa Fulani terrorist soldiers and our state governor security personnel, that's the Operation Ugodogachi and Ebubago, they are trying to destroy and kill innocent Biafrans. They are trying to kill almost all the whole youth. They are killing innocent youths in Biafra. Go over social media and see what is happening. They pack boys on their vehicle, they deal with them, they flog them, they even keep people in their detention. They detain people for years, these so-called Ebubago personnel. So this is what we need to stop. And I believe with the release of Mazi Nnamdi, all this nyama will stop. All this ebubago, operation this one, all these things will stop, because Mazi Nnamdi is our leader and he has the final say. And no matter what the Nigerian government do, and no matter the kind of restrictions they're coming up with, I know Mazi Nnamdi will never fall to all those kind of things. He's a real man. He's a real definition of freedom fighter. So my people will keep hoping, as we keep rejoicing, for the Nigerian government to fix this impromptu court case tomorrow. That means we the Biafra should be rejoicing and be happy, because they have no other thing to say in the court. They have no other charges against him. The only thing they are coming there to do tomorrow is to release him freely, because he has no obligation or have any other thing with them. They don't let them not come up with another charge tomorrow. That is when they will see the wrath of the Biafrans. That is when they will see what they have done to themselves. So if they don't release Mazi Nnamdi tomorrow, that means the wrath of the Biafrans will come up to them, because there is no other charges against him. All the whole charges they have been bringing up, all of them have failed, because even the United Nations have told the Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi because he cannot be tried in any court in Nigeria. So tomorrow will be a great day. Please do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are just joining us now, do well to subscribe and listen to correct updates. You can check back our recent updates regarding what is happening in Finland, regarding how our PM has been detained and be under interrogation for 2 months now, close to 2 to 3 months now. So the fact is that everything has been highlighted in this channel. You can check back our previous videos as you subscribe and turn on notification button, because more broadcasts, more updates will be coming today and tomorrow. So more broadcasts and more updates will be coming. So do well to subscribe, share this video, share your opinions on the comment section. Now, I'll be sharing a video now so that you can know what the Nigerian government are trying to play. You can know the kind of games the Nigerian government are trying to play with the democracy and the liberation of the Biafran people. Now, stay tuned as you watch.
As freedom, especially in high-stakes political conflicts. Detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a 20 billion naira defamation lawsuit against the spokesperson of the Nigerian police, Muyiwa Adejobi. The police spokesperson had, in a statement, referred to IPOB as a terrorist group, which, according to Kanu, portrayed him as a terrorist leader. Why the chuckle? But anyway, but really, I want to ask, what is giving the IPOB leader the courage to sue the Nigerian police spokesperson, Muyiwa Adejobi? I mean, how credible are the issues he's raising here?
The last administration, went to court, and through the court, IPOB was declared as what? Was prescribed as a terrorist organization. And anybody that obnobs or parades himself as a member, leader, sponsor, or anything around IPOB and similar organizations, who are they? I'm sorry, maybe, I don't know the level of education of some people, but recently what happened to the Lakurawa, fellows, the court declared them as a terrorist. You don't need to be a member to be tagged a terrorist. You sponsor them, you obnob with them, you do business with them. Anyone that, hovers around Lakurawa and all other similar organizations, that's who they are. And unfortunately, that's our law. It's not the opinion of anybody. It's not about emotions. It's not about being nice or not being nice. Now, I think how much is he asking?
20 billion.
20 billion. That's outrageous.
But according to the legal team of IPOB, they said they have a court order.
Okay.
A court order, a high court order, saying that prescription in 2017 is illegal, unconstitutional. So that's what's on that basis. The IPOB leader is saying that what the police spokesperson said was wrong. What are your thoughts?
By the laws of Nigeria, because it is gazetted. Look at the Lakurawa example I gave. By the way the country, in every country, the moment it is gazetted, you will have to go as far as maybe the Supreme Court to be able to expunge it.
So the major question is this: looking at the allegations, leveled, against the police by the IPOB leader, I'll ask you:
Don't forget that the man in question is also a lawyer.
I'll still come back to that. But the big question.
I'm talking about the police.
Yeah, exactly. Police spokesperson. The big question is IPOB a terrorist organization or not? Looking at the allegation.
No, I want to take you from where Adekunle left. Now, in 2017, the federal government actually went to court, and that was where they got the order. And then it was the late Justice Kafarati that actually proscribed IPOB. Okay. And all his activities. Okay. And I think that was the premise that Nnamdi Kanu was kept in prison for a very long time, even though he even won some of the cases in 2018 and some other, based on his fundamental human rights. But in 2023, a high court in Enugu, Justice Onovo,
is he state or federal?
States. Hold on now, because when you say high courts, because they are of coordinate jurisdiction. Okay. They are both of coordinating jurisdiction. So if you look at it, that particular Justice Onovo, actually said the IPOB was not a terrorist organization, that everybody has the right for self-determination. In fact, because I remember then, in fact, Nnamdi Kanu actually sued the federal government and the Southeast governors, whereby even the justice actually said that the federal government should even pay him and even write letters of apology to him, pay him 8 billion.
That was in the judgment.
That was in 2023.
Over his abduction, no?
No, that is it. Now, it's over this IPOB matter. You understand?
Okay, I'm listening.
So now, for us, why Adejobi is now writing this? Perhaps Nnamdi Kanu is now looking at this Justice Onovo's order. Okay, declaring that you shouldn't have even, declared, because he proscribed it. That is what the order was. That he proscribed that IPOB is not
a terrorist.
Yes, that everybody has a right. So perhaps that is where Nnamdi Kanu is drawing his own premise from. And holding the fact that you can't call me a terrorist or anything that is linked to IPOB as a terrorist organization. Perhaps that is where he's drawing it. So,
then where is the police spokesperson drawing his from?
Now, the police spokesperson might also be drawing his own inference from the Federal High Court, which, just like Adekunle is saying, because terrorism is a federal matter.
What we are talking about is that the federal government of Nigeria gazetted it that IPOB is a terrorist organization, Lakurawa a terrorist organization, and all other similar organizations. If you now like, you can go to your backyard, high court or anywhere, and say whatever. There is no high court that can overturn the decision of another high court.
But don't forget that they've gone to appeal court. No, they've gone to...
You will now go to appeal court until it is overturned. But as of today, that is the law. The first one done by the Federal High Court. No.
But when they went to the appeal court, was it set aside or?
No. It was set aside.
It was set aside.
But
there is no order yet.
No order. So the appeal court has not sat.
Not sat on the matter.
They've already gotten the final briefs from all the council. So it is left for them, for the appeal court to now fix a date whereby they will now say, okay, fine, whether IPOB is a terrorist organization, whether Nnamdi Kanu is, whether we will now say that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist leader or not. So you get.
But was the police spokesperson wrong? Looking at things.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong.
No,
the laws of Nigeria being gazetted, IPOB is a terrorist organization until it is declared otherwise, not by any state high court. No. You will need to go as far as any other court, higher jurisdiction.
Like until when?
So are you saying, are you now saying that another person cannot take that matter to, because it's gazetted?
I said you can go to higher court of higher jurisdiction.
That is what I'm saying. The case is now in the court of appeal.
Court of appeal, but there's no order.
But the law has changed. That is the point I was trying to make. Everybody has a right to. We abuse the courts a lot in Nigeria. How would a federal court make this time? You are now going to state high court. But since our politicians do it a lot, why will everybody not do it? It's only done in Nigeria. No other place you do that. When you are dissatisfied, if a federal high court makes a decision, issue that you go to the higher court. If you are dissatisfied, not going to your backyard, high court, another high court to now do something otherwise. So no.
So
the law of Nigeria has not changed. That's the point I was
making. In other words, Nnamdi Kanu suing the police spokesperson. How do you see this going?
I see nothing.
You think it's going to be thrown out?
Why not? Because
you think so? It's going to be thrown out.
We
waste of time of the court.
See, the law of Nigeria. The people you are talking about are not, ignorant people. I'm talking about the police. You get what I'm saying? Go to the police, look at the hierarchy.
Are you saying that the police have never lost a case? They've lost a case. They've lost several cases.
I'm not talking about losing a case.
So the thing is, when they go to...
The point I was trying to make is, they are in order to call a proscribed organization as a terrorist organization. The police is
based on the Gazette
laws of Nigeria.
What are your thoughts?
I keep saying it, and I'll say this, because if the High Court is of equal level,
yes,
okay, and you're saying it was gazetted, so it is now the Court of Appeal that will decide. You understand? Me, I'm not saying that to me, I don't even like what they are doing anyway, or whatever their groups are doing, because it's none of my business. But my own is, if we look at what the law says, if the Federal High Court, whether it's states and it's federal, if they are of that level, the next thing they should do is to go to the higher court. So let the higher court be the one to interpret for us.
See,
let them be the ones to interpret. Because the thing
after the Federal High Court, those who went to the State High Court, it's just an abuse of the process. If you know you are
so why didn't
the best approach would be to approach the Court of Appeal that no, we are not a terrorist group, and let the Court of Appeal decide, and that's a good one. In this case, you didn't do that. So the law of Nigeria still remains until the court, of higher jurisdiction, pronounces otherwise.
He called it an abuse of court processes. Do you agree with that?
Well, one thing about Nigerians is when they have issues, they go to another court.
Yes.
Okay. But for this, the first case was in 2017. I'm not sure that there will be any person who will be very irresponsible to have looked at a particular matter and say, okay, I want to go to court, to just for the court to decide.
Yes.
Whether if that court is of the same level, I keep saying it, if it's of the same level, because I've asked several lawyers, what do you think? They said, which one is the last? Which order is the last?
That one, the one I
IPOB
wasn't.
You say it was gazetted, fine.
Yes.
Now the second one also came in
June 2024, and the last one from the government, I think, came in at maybe November
2023.
Yeah, but the point we are just making is the statement from the police, calling them a terrorist. You're saying that is another based on the Gazette of
the laws of Nigeria
of 2017.
It is another.
So until when it gets to
the fine. Until when they get to the Court of Appeal.
To the Court of Appeal.
Okay. We will now decide Because me, I was happy that they even called them a terrorist organization because of their activities.
There is no high court that has the power to review